we have here is a armrest that I made a long time ago, and I actually made it at the construction site that I worked on during my lunch break. So what I did was I just grabbed some angle iron and welded it to the base there to make a base there. If you know angle iron, that stuff gets really heavy, so this thing doesn't need to be as heavy as I made it. I am cutting it down, making it lighter, just taking some material out so that it's lighter, and I'm trying to give it some more interest. I'll probably weld it up a little bit just so it looks not so cheap, you know, looks a little better. Right now I'm in the process of getting this last piece of angle iron off, and I'm using my grinder, but if you had a bandsaw it probably would have been better, but I don't have a bandsaw, so grinder it is. Just showing you guys, if you're working on machines, you don't need all the tools in the world, but you do need some. If you plan on working on machines, you're gonna need some tools, and I'm showing you ones that will probably help you out. You never want to leave edges on anything, especially with tattoo machines. They'll rip your bags, they'll poke you, it's not comfortable. Always want to round things off. Okay, now hopefully I cut through that enough to where I can just bend this and break it. I might need to cut that somewhere. Not touching that. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's give it a go. There we go. And that's how you do that. This is very hot, so in the bucket it goes. Now we just need to drill some more holes. Alrighty, so another handy tool is the drill press vise, welder, So I've marked an inch, so we're going to drill a hole every inch here. I have my bench grinder and wire wheel here. Also have an air compressor there. Jeez. Well, so much for that. Guess I'm just gonna have to cut that up and turn that into a tattoo machine somehow. It's broken now. So I need to grind that down now. Clean that up, but I'm gonna finish that up tomorrow. Here is how this works. Put a smaller piece that slides into the big piece here with some holes, and then I just have a wing nut and a bolt here that allows you to adjust. I drilled 3 holes in the back of this and added some bolts so that this Harley Davidson seat would sit right on top of there. And now this slides right in and you can see the holes line up. Pretty simple operation here. The holes line up. I put it at the height I need, stick the bolt through, and put on a wing nut. So this isn't real fancy. So I made this during my lunch hour. It was kind of a rush job. I just did what I knew would work and what would help me out at the time. So this one's at an angle. I have this one here that is straight if I need it straight. Now you can see I don't have anything on top of this one right here. So I have made motorcycle seats before. What I'm going to do is probably make something that will go on top of this. So it also has this cushion here. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to drill some holes back here so I can attach something to the top. Now usually what you can do is just take a board and attach some cushion and then wrap it in leather and then bolt that to the top of this. So that's probably what's going to happen here. Okay, here is our vise. This comes in real handy, and we have a drill, of course. Now, I think the tool that I use the most is the Dremel. A lot of times with tattoo machines, you're working on little parts and frames, and the Dremel comes with all of these little attachments here that allow you to do all sorts of different things like cutting, sanding, so on and so on. So I need to clean up this weld here in this corner. So I have my drill and I also have my Dremel to try to clean this up. What I have to do is find the right attachment so I can grind some of this metal down. What we have here is JB Quick Weld. That's what it looks like. And this is an epoxy. By the time I put it on and go and shave my dog, Mabel. What's your Mabel? Say hi to everybody. By the time I shave my dog and come back, I can sand this down. And I'm not worried about the strength. You can get the stuff that dries slower because it will be stronger. But really I'm just filling in little cracks so I can come back and sand this down, make it look nice and smooth. So now I'm going to come in, once it's nice and dry, with the Dremel and some sandpaper and smooth this out. Just fills in some of the little holes, makes it look better. This might be where we stop this video. Probably gonna have to continue this later. This is where I ended up. I've sanded it down. You can see still a little rough. So what I'm working on is just smoothing this out. So this is gonna take another sanding, some more paint, some sanding. We're just gonna keep doing that process until it gets really smooth. I might add some rubber coating on the bottom. We'll have to see if I have enough of that. So that's where we're at for now. Gonna have to continue this later, but you can see all the tools that were involved in doing this. So you can see all the tools that were involved in doing this. If you're considering getting into making tattoo machines and making tattoo equipment, you might want to start purchasing these things and just start building up what you have. So you might want to start now just building up what you have and start collecting some of these items, you know. If you only have a small budget, get some of the smaller items first and just work your way up to getting some of the bigger machinery. Now, my little helpful hint here is this. Look for sales and look at auctions. Look for things that are being sold at yard sales. This cost me 60 bucks. I didn't buy this brand new. A lot of these items I got on sale. A lot of these things were just passed down to me. Things like this right here, you know, still work. A little beat up, but they still work. So keep an eye out for stuff like that. Save yourself some money. Sometimes people give me stuff that's broken, but I know I can fix it and use it. And you know, just keep scrap around that you think you might be able to use. Some interesting shapes here, some steel, you know, different sizes, because you can use this to build tattoo machines. And if somebody's just throwing it out, then there's your materials for free. Alrighty, hope you enjoyed. Keep watching, a lot more coming up. Probably another video with the armrest finished. And hopefully I added the other seat to this. I'm gonna put a link to another video. That just shows me recovering a motorcycle seat. And that'll be a little preview for you guys for next week, where I'll probably add the seat to the other part that is flat. I got a lot of weight off of that. This is real heavy. Let's go weigh this real quick. Alright, told you that this armrest weighed a ton. See how much this weighs. .1 pounds. Probably 7 pounds minus the trash can there, or 6.9. So I got almost 7 pounds off of that armrest.